Now, thousands of social grant beneficiaries are expected to collect their monies from tomorrow. But how will the South African Social Security Agency handle the influx and safeguard beneficiaries during the COVID-19 lockdown? Well, let's find out from spokesperson Paseka Letsatsi. Paseka, very good morning. Let me start with that. That's my very first question. How are you going to do this? How will you distribute all the social grants in line with the Disaster Management Act provisions?
Good morning, and good morning to the viewers as well. There are, of course, measures which we have put in place to make sure that people get their grants tomorrow. What we have done is that we had a meeting together with the merchants and the banking association so that we are able to come with mechanisms to make sure that people get their money. And I can mention a few of them. One, we have agreed that we'll do queue management, so that there is a space between individuals to maintain the social distance. The second one, which the banks as well have agreed that people can be able to withdraw money at any ATM without being charged extra bank charges. For an example, if you get your money from a certain bank and you want to use the closer ATM next to you, you won't be charged those particular charges.
And can I just confirm that you are starting social grant payments a little bit earlier to the more vulnerable in our community?
Yes, we can actually confirm that we are going to start with the older persons grant and disability grant. This is to make sure that those who are vulnerable get access to their social grant. However, everybody else will get their grant on the 1st of April, but we still want to appeal to our people not to flock to the merchants, not to flock to the ATMs on the first day of the month. We can confirm that everybody will get their money. We can confirm that in the account is secured. People can go any other day to make sure that they get access to their money. We are appealing to our people. We are appealing to our beneficiaries in particular to not flock to our places on the first day of April, but they can spread it within 4 or 5 working days.
Now, you're also encouraging social grant beneficiaries not to withdraw their money on the first day of the particular payment. Are you saying that you've been encouraging them not to go all at the same time, just as you've been saying so just now? And also, how have you communicated this to the beneficiaries?
Yes, what we are saying that it's an appeal that we are making to our beneficiaries. However, we have communicated with our provinces to make sure that they use whatever channel that is available to them. In this case, we requested them to interact with councillors. We requested them to interact with traditional leaders so that the message can disseminate to all beneficiaries that they must take whatever extra precautionary measure to make sure that we fight the scourge of the COVID-19. One of the things that we have requested, or one of the things that we are going to implement, is to make sure that when people come to our pay points, we have the sanitizers to make sure that each and every person is taken care of, because it is our responsibility as an organization to take care of our beneficiaries, but also to take care of our staff members to make sure that we keep the spread of the COVID-19.
You also said before that you were going to publish contact details for SASSA regional managers that members could actually, of the public, could contact. Did you publish that list? We are indeed
going to finalize all the details today to make sure that when people go to our pay points, or when people try to get our beneficiary to get their grants, are able to contact SASSA members to make sure that whatever problem which they are encountering, it's resolved immediately. Those numbers will definitely be given to everybody. They are going to be publicized. We are going to make sure that we use whatever method, whatever medium available to us to make sure that people get access to those numbers, because we do not want people to be frustrated, especially when they are supposed to get their grant.
And just lastly, Paseka, when you look at the most vulnerable in the rural areas, what precautions have you taken in the rural areas?
Look, we are interacting with other stakeholders. We are, in this instance, interacting with the South African National Defence Force. We think today, and the SAPS, we think today we would be able to up with some mechanisms, because remember, as the South African Social Security Agency, we are not trained to do crowd management, but we are interacting with the law enforcement agencies to help us to make sure that they do that particular thing. But we think that by end of today, we'll be having those particular nitty-gritties in place to make sure that we protect our people.
All right. Thank you so much, Paseka Letsatsi, spokesperson there from SASSA.